Alrighty, good morning, evening, afternoon. Today we're riding the Kinokuni line, a beautiful train line that runs right along the Kii Peninsula, offering some spectacular views of the coast. But unfortunately, it's kind of the coast we need to be worried about here because there is a risk of a massive tsunami that could wash away this entire, not just train line, but this entire coast really. And there are certainly many signs and boards warning you exactly of that. Alrighty, and we start at Gobo Station, a slightly cloudy and precipitous day, but hopefully that'll improve as the day goes on. So one thing before I go in the station and board the train, I just quickly want to talk about what happened last night, which, long story short, there was actually an earthquake that occurred actually in Nara prefecture, but right on the border between Nara and Wakayama, and it was actually quite hard felt here. And that was my first earthquake that I've experienced. Down in Fukuoka, you don't really get many earthquakes, so that was the first I really felt, and it's kind of a sign of the somewhat impending danger of not only the Kii Peninsula, but much of Japan's southern coast, you know, down in Kochi, for example, where there are rumours, or rather expectations of, you know, the big one, rather, you know, a very big earthquake. And even if the earthquake doesn't do much damage, obviously just like the 2011 earthquake, it's the tsunami that really hits hard, and these coasts are in danger. I mean, even yesterday, as I was recording my videos, you saw, you know, sign after sign of, you know, tsunami warnings, where to evacuate, and I'm sure as we get even closer to the coast, as we'll be planning on doing today, we'll probably be seeing even more of those signs. So, you know, it's an interesting thing to see and to notice, but also, especially for me as the person actually doing and making this video, something I really need to pay attention to, just in case if, you know, fingers crossed, worst case scenario, something does actually happen. But anyways, let's go into Gobo Station, which I don't believe I really showed last video when I did the private railway that goes from Gobo Station. So let's go take a look. Wait, no way. Yes, it's the panda train, let's go! Wait, I gotta be serious with this one. Yes, yes. Oh wait, I think wait, sorry, I've got no time to look at. I think my seat's right on the other side. God damn it. I'm like on 9. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to run for this one. Oh boy. Alrighty, and we're at Shirahama, which is ironically the inspiration for the Kuroshiro panda design, because this is where pandas used to be before they were returned to China. Now, it'd be lovely if I could see the front of the carriage, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible before it leaves, because I need to walk, you know, about like 6 carriages, and there are, oh my god, so many people there. I mean, one thing about Shirahama as well, I'll talk about it briefly, but it's also known as a bit of a resort town, and given that it's Golden Week, you can imagine a lot of people are coming here to visit said resort town. Anyways, if I'm lucky, maybe we can see it. And there's so many people looking at, oh bloody hell. So one thing is, well, you can see there are a load of murals based on what the zoo here offers and such. Okay, anyways, let's be one of a million people to take a look at this bloody train. So I guess the train that I was on, the non-panda bit, detached here at the station. Now it's just the panda that's continuing on forwards. But anyways, okay, I'm just going to see if I can find a place to record without just tripping over everyone else who's here recording, you know, their family and stuff. So, but yeah, let me do that and I'll explain why I'm here. And it's not because of the resorts. Okay, so I've managed to escape the hellhole that is a resort town train station in Japan, and that's what Shirahama's famous for. It's been historically a onsen town. Recently it's had a load of theme parks and, you know, resorts and stuff built, and it is, as you can probably tell, quite huge. But that is not why I wanted to make a video. Actually, I had two ideas for videos. I didn't do either of them in the end because I felt I could just pretty much explain them on the spot when I arrive. The first idea was basically an episode of a very popular Japanese TV show which I had a few decades ago. And it's essentially about this, it's really funny. It's about this dog who was just getting fat, simply put. And the owner basically wanted to see what's up with that. So basically this TV show, which kind of specializes in being quote-unquote detectives for various issues and problems, to basically follow this dog around the town and see what the hell it's doing. And basically what the dog did was, you know, walk all the way up here to the station, stopping by various stop points, getting food on the way, coming here, getting food from all the shops and stuff here, in addition to all the, you know, the touristed woo and wow of its cuteness as a dog, and then basically get a ride back home when it was finished and having, you know, having his nap and stuff here, and, you know, being probably 2 pounds heavier in the process. So I just thought that, you know, it was quite a funny idea, but I mean, it's probably better for you just to watch the actual episode itself. There is a kind of, there's a video out there with English subtitles, which I'll put in the link down below. The second idea I had was basically talking about how it's not exactly just a Shirahama only thing, but a Japan thing really, on how, you know, places like these are touted as being ancient onsen towns and stuff. And yet, if you walk through its streets, you will not see it at all because it'll be concreted up, all the old buildings will be knocked down, there'll be resorts built everywhere. And I just kind of wanted to have a bit of a commentary on that. And ironically, in Shirahama's case, because of all the resorts and concrete buildings they built, its famous white sandy beach, for which it's been famous for hundreds of years, you know, exported around the country to make various glassware, I assume, that was getting eroded away because of all the all the development and buildings that they were putting up for the resorts, and had to, in the end, actually import their own sand from, well, not their own sand, it's from Perth, Australia. They had to import from, ironically, despite exporting it for all those hundreds of years, I assume. So those were two ideas I had, but, you know, I just explained them in about 2 minutes, so there you go. But that's basically all I really wanted to talk about in terms of Shirahama. My train is leaving in about 40 minutes or so, so I'm just gonna chill, and then we'll head on over to somewhere, I think, a lot quieter. At least I hope so, because this is absolutely just chaos. So I've literally walked about 20 meters out of the station, and you can just see it's the atmosphere has completely changed. It's completely quiet from that kind of chaotic bus hopping. That's because the actual resort area is not here. It's about, you know, a 10-minute drive west or something like that. But as you can see, it doesn't look like the surrounding area has particularly benefited from the the boom in tourists, and that's because obviously, you know, while the tourists are coming in large numbers, the actual population of this town, Shirahama, has been going down, as it is the case with a lot of, obviously, places like this around Japan, the more rural areas. And, you know, as a local, I'd wonder how it feels, you know, just being kind of outnumbered 10 to 1 by tourists. It must feel like at every kind of, especially in this time of the year, you know, during Golden Week. Oh, whoa, that's not good. Alrighty, we're at Mirozu Station, but before I talk about the station, we've got to go see the train off real quick, so I've got to hurry up. Oh wow, man, the sea's right here that you can really smell the salty ocean. Righty, and we're at Mirozu Station, probably the closest station on this line to the sea, because I mean, I don't even need to tell you, right? You can see it. Wow, this is absolutely amazing, lovely. So, Mirozu Station is one of the, obviously the less used stations, as you'd imagine. Around 10 people per day on average get off here. Someone else actually got on with me and someone else hopped on, so there's 3 people down, I suppose. Which may or may not be more than the average. I mean, it is Golden Week, but also there are not a lot of trains that actually come through here. If I were to actually wait for the next train, I think I'd be waiting around like 3 hours or so, which is obviously a bit boring, despite, you know, how beautiful obviously the view is. So what I'm going to be doing is actually walking to the next station, but not before we check out everything there is to check out, obviously, about this station, because I mean, just look at it. This is so amazing. Cut along here. Honestly, this was the one day I was really wishing we'd have good weather. Unfortunately, it is cloudy, but at least, actually no, I was going to say at least it's not something worse, but you know, I'm not going to jinx myself. Let's just enjoy what we've got weather-wise while we can. So this is the station building. Nothing awfully flashy, I don't think. Although, well, I don't know because I've never been here before. But okay, nice. Let's go check out the timetable just so I can show you when our next train would be. So we just arrived on the 11:59. Wait, sorry, let me give you guys a better view of this. There you go, 11:59. And if we were to continue on over to Kushimoto, which is our end point for today, we'd have to wait 1, 2, 3 hours, which, needless to say, I don't really want to do. So instead, let's go take a walk. Alright, so from here we're going to be walking all the way to the next station, which I believe is called Esumi Station, but the weather has really taken a turn for the somewhat worse. It's not raining at least, which is good, but it's gotten significantly cloudier and also a lot windier. Sorry, I can't speak right now. So I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that it won't rain, because then, well, I mean, it's just not going to be pleasant, is it? But let's try and keep a bit more positive, I guess.おかなでなでしていいですか？おこんにちは。すごい元気ですね。名前は？ラッキーか。おかわいいね、ラッキー。あら、どうしたの？何を持ってるでしょうかな。ありがとうございます。I think I just walked into an impromptu dog convention of some sort, I'm not quite sure. Oh, bloody hell. But anyways, this seems to be the little, I guess, hamlet of Mirozu. I'm sure at one point it was its own little village, but no longer. It's been absorbed into Tsunami town. And you can see there's the train line up there. So we're looking to kind of follow this main road here, but there's no sidewalk, or sorry, pavement, as we say in the UK. There's no pavement, or, you know, whatever. There's nowhere to walk on that part of the road, so I think we're just gonna have to cut through the little hamlet, find a way to climb up, and then continue on our way. Come on, you know you want to repair. You know you want to repair, come on. No, probably not, okay. I guess this is supposed to be the walkway. I'm actually not quite sure. I hope so. Oh boy, that doesn't look awfully pedestrian roady. Let's go up here. This looks more comfortable. Okay, thank goodness. They do have a way for us non-drivers. Thank you very much, although I'm not sure a bike is supposed to fit through these overgrown weeds and such. Okay, so apparently there's some sort of restaurant slash cafe which serves food that I've just wandered into here, which is good because it is precisely 12:22 and I am a wee bit hungry. So we still have 2 hours until the train at the next station. So if it's open, let's take a look. Is this it here? It says it's in business. We'll take a look. あ、すみません。あ、今は空いてますか？はい。あ、はい。じゃあ、こちらのに座って大丈夫ですか？アイスコーヒーはできませんか？じゃあ、アイスコーヒーとうどんお願いします。はい、お願いします。Cute little place, wasn't it? It just, I mean, if you just look at it as a building, you would never really guess. It was a little cafe, and I don't think if you couldn't read Japanese, you probably wouldn't tell from the sign either. But yeah, nice little place, and good because I think there is actually a Michinoeki, which is kind of like a roadside stop where I could have also gotten food. But that's better, isn't it? You know, roadside stops, you can find those anywhere, but that guy's specific cafe, he'd been running for around 40 years. Only there, right? Beautiful view of the coast as well. But anyways, we've still got around half an hour until we reach the next station, so leave that to me, and we'll hopefully get there in one piece. So I just looked on Google Maps, and apparently there's some sort of little park here. So I mean, we've got plenty of time. I've still got like 1 hour and 40 minutes until we need to be at the next station. So I'm just going to take a quick little peek because when am I going to be here next? Probably never. So might as well, right? So it just seems to be a regular old park. I'm not sure where the whole kids' lullaby thing comes into it. Maybe there's something in here that explains that. I'm not quite sure. So you have some statues here. Maybe they can unravel some mysteries. Monument Showa 4年発表. So this is from Showa 4, which is 20s, 30s, maybe. And Marito Hatasama. Am I reading that right? Okay, so I was wondering what this button is. Apparently you're supposed to press the button. Oh yeah, something is happening. So the sort of music that gives you nightmares. So that's cool. I wonder if there's ones for other places over there as well. A bit slightly unsettling, but there is, you know, there is a path that goes deeper, and I feel like, you know, the ship's really sailed on this one. I'm here. I just hope it's not too long of a trek because I know I've got time, but I really do not want to miss this train. It'd be an absolute disaster. Oh wow, look at, wait, sorry. Yes, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Akambo, which means baby. Oh, I'm not sure whether to be like moved or slightly kind of scared by all this because the weather's really kind of dark and foreboding, and you have all these old songs playing as you walk by. This is quite an installation though. This is really interesting. 7つの子, 7 children. 大正10年, 大正10, maybe the 20s or so. Was this place famous for making songs or something? My word, what have I gotten myself into? Mikan no hanasaku hama, the kind of hill on which orange flowers, the hill on which tangerine flowers. Okay, I know I can't translate well. You don't have to interrupt me. This one's by far the loudest as well. Medaka no gakko. Something like something school? Medaka, what can that mean? Medaka. Sengo mada tampo, yeah. So this is a song from the time after the war where small rivers and rice paddies were still kind of lived a lot around in, or something like that, I believe. What a cool little place. Oh, and I believe, I hope, we're coming up to the end bit, and wow, look at this. Look at this. Let's go up here. This is what it's all about. Ugh. Oh, and would you look at that? Whoa, it's very windy. But look at that wonderful view of the sea. Wow, isn't that incredible? And I believe the road still goes on. And I wonder, wait, let me zoom in. And maybe once more, is that where I had my food, the cafe maybe? Possibly. Or maybe it's still kind of around the corner. But I'm gonna say it's that building for romance. Anyways, let's get out of the wind. Oh my word. Oh man, I think I just felt some rain. Oh, I think I felt it again. That's not good. And if you want to continue, how much time do I have? I have like an hour and a half. I'm just gonna just pop down very quickly. When am I gonna be here again? This video is gonna be a nightmare to edit in the sense that I'm gonna have a crap ton of footage, I just know it. And I'm gonna be kind of just like wondering how interesting people are gonna find this stuff. Oh, but I mean, hey, that is beautiful. Also, I guess you can also drive all the way down here. Where on earth are we? Oh my word. If there's a way to maybe loop back around this way, that'd be actually great. I don't know. Oh, but what I do know is that it is starting to rain a bit, and this is not waterproof, this camera. But there is actually a way to loop back onto the path over down that way. I mean, I'm looking at it. So I think we can afford to go to the shrine. Worst case scenario, I'll be running to the station. You don't even have to worry about that. You can just take in the view. I'm not sure how much of this I can show though, because I think it is starting to spit a little bit. And I just bought this camera. This is the first trip I'm using my new Osmo Pocket for, and I'd rather I don't break it instantly. But anyways, let's go take a look. But you know, talking about tsunamis, I think this is the absolute worst place I could be if I was scared of that, because something tells me this place would be slightly inundated. On the rank of spooky looking shrines I've been to, this probably has to rank a bit up there, given the weather. If the weather was nice and sunny, probably not. But this is a bit spooky. And oh goddamn, I need to walk up a bunch of stairs. Oh boy. Well, here we go. Oh, I wonder how well you can see my face with this camera, because I have no idea how well it does in low light. Hopefully not too bad. I mean, the whole day's been bloody low light, so, you know. Oof. I think the camera maybe is doing it a bit of justice by brightening it up a bit, but This is pretty dark. Bloody hell, what on earth have I got myself into? And here we have the shrine, built from kind of bare looking wood, or perhaps it's just been mottled away by age. Let's go take a look inside. Oh no, wait, is this just the entrance? Oh boy, okay, let's go. Okay, this looks a bit more shrine-y, if we were to use a term. And there we go. Esumi Shrine, or whatever it's called. My word, what a place. It's giving me a slight heebie-jeebies. Oh my word, this place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, there are actually people in front of me, but I'm gonna go back. Before I go outside, it has started spitting, so I'm going to put the camera away so I can record the rest of this little series and it doesn't break. Oh yeah, oh, it's getting pretty strong. Okay, yeah, I've got to put this away, put the umbrella on, and maybe I'll just meet you when I reach the station. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And I've reached Esumi Station, and wow, what a walk. I wish I could have shown you it, but to be fair, I've caught so much footage already that this video would probably become an hour long or something. But you know, so many little oddities, you know, like little minshukus, inns that have just been dotted in the middle of nowhere, who knows if it's open. Schools, which again, it's like the Schrodinger's cat, on whether it's still open or not. You know, you take a look for yourself and be the judge. I caught it with my phone. But yeah, we're in Esumi Station right now, and there are just a few things I want to show you inside the station, because it's funny. Anyways, let's just take a look. So first, you've got a few of these signs here warning you of these bugs, kamemishi. Basically, apparently they've started appearing in large quantities, and the problem with these bugs is apparently if you like hit them, or you know, if you squash them on your clothes, they stink up whatever they're on. So basically just leave them and or close the door, which the door has been kept open, which is not helpful. Next you have the evacuation route, which is Kasuga Jinja. Again, be careful. I believe this station is up to 9 meters high. So, you know, in the case of the 2011 tsunami, up to 40 meters, usually 10 to 30 meters, that would not have been safe. And next up, you have some books, which someone, I guess a load of people have generously donated, laying in front of what I assume would have been some sort of ticket office long in the past. And then you have the timetable. And our station, no, not our station, our train is 1442 going to Kushimoto, the southernmost station in Honshu. Oh man, I'm exhausted. I've just been taking a look at these books, and one is about, wait, let me get it out. One is about XL 97. So in case you're going to travel back to the past and work at some firm which uses XL, there you go. What, is that really XL? Wait, hold up. Let me just open it up. Wow. Look at that. Oh my word. How long has this been here for? That is quite funny and quite incredible, actually.大丈夫ですか? 大丈夫? So if you're wondering, this is the train that goes back to Shirahama via Kii Peninsula, which is not the train that I need to board. Thankfully, otherwise I would have, like that lady just then, had to rush through the gates. My word. Whoa! Oh, the panda train's coming back. Bloody hell, and after a slight delay, we finally made it to Kushimoto, Japan's, well, not Japan's, Honshu's southernmost training station. Now, okay, I'm just gonna go, maybe take a brief look and then finish off this video because God knows I'm bloody tired. Hey, gozaimashita. Actually, I think I'm just going to wait till tomorrow when I go from this station to do tomorrow's video, and I'll explain the station stuff at that point, because honestly I'm bloody tired and it's raining anyways, so I don't really want to go outside of this camera. So in any case, I hope you enjoyed. It's been a really fun, crazy, wacky, whatever you want to say day. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too, but for now, stay safe and have a good one.